Okay. So this one is being paid off by other private schools. So but for Cavite State, 'di ba? Um well, alam ko naman bayad din naman yun, sir. Bayad din naman ata 'tong session na 'to, but not with the same amount na binabayaran nila, no? So I want everyone to take advantage of this. I know we only have a few hours to roam around the application, but I think so that's enough for you to really understand. And after this, I believe you can generate and come up with your own schedule, no? So are we good to start na ba, Sir Jade? No? Tama
Yes.
ba?
Yes po.
Okay. Okay. So guys, um
Ay sir,
can
sorry to interrupt. Yes.
sorry?
Sorry to interrupt sir. Pwede kaya sir ako yung mag-approve
Share
dun
the
sa mga
screen.
magre-request during, hindi. I mean, may nag-request para po hindi po ma-interrupt during the end.
Okay. Yeah, I think so naman.
Kasi may
Sige,
mga
sige.
mag-install later habang nagdi-discuss, may interrupt.
Sige, sir. Those software actually, hindi ko
Okay na.
ma-count. Software
Marami
pa
na rin.
lahat naman eh. Parang
Okay.
wala naman na, Sir Jade. Yeah, pa
Okay.
ilan-ilan na lang.
Sige sir.
Kaya it's
Thank
okay
you.
lang.
Apo.
Okay. So, yan. So let me just activate again, no? And I want to validate how many of you have already downloaded. So guys, just for me, no, to gauge, let me just share again my screen. Sorry na, I'm a fan of this one. Ayun, pwede na mag-share, no? Thank you, Sir Zaid. Can you now guys see my screen? Ayan. So can everyone go to this link? So I'll send again sa chat natin. Then,
Not visible sir.
not visible. Okay, thank you. Sige, sige, sir. Let me, ano ba? Okay, so I'll paste sa chat box natin yung link for the Mentimeter. So then I'll share na my screen. Bakit? O screen 2 naman pa. Share. Ayan. How about that one? Guys, ano yung nakikita nyo? Yung Mentimeter naman, no?
Yes po.
Opo,
Okay.
sir.
Sige, how many of you have already installed? May isang I cannot. Bakit? Yeah, can you type in that sa chat why? Sorry no, but I'm just concerned para in case, yeah. No, okay, why? Okay, dalawa na yung hindi pwede. Is it because walang computer? Dalawa na yung no. Tatlo na yung no. Okay. Okay. Sa MacBook, kasi nga Windows based siya, hindi ba install lang din? Hindi ba double click lang din? Sorry na, hindi ka rin, I'm, actually, there's a way, no, to install sa MacBook. If you only do have a Windows-based application. So it's either you create a virtual machine within your MacBook, or yung second boot na na virtual OS. Pero syempre masyadong matrabaho pa yun. Okay, sorry, requesting. Yep, please also let me know if you anyways nakita ko na. Yan. So ilan lang naman to. Okay. Parang yung ibang name ngayon ko lang nakita. Evander. Evander. Evander ba? Okay. Akala ko tuloy dito yung mga promo na na email. So 31 pa lang to, guys. So how about the rest? We are actually ilan tayo? 56. So guys, 5:20 will start formally, no? So then the rest you can 56, 57. Nice. And so far, roughly nasa 60 plus kayo, no? Or Sir Jay, what's the exact number? Nawala na si Sir Jay ba? I cannot, 7. Okay. O wala nang wala nang requesting. Okay. Yeah, just disregard yung just disregard nyo na lang yung organization at saka serial. Just proceed with the trial. Trial lang. So guys, trial lang. So actually that it cost, no? May cost 'yan. But since we'll be doing it for so trial lang. So 38. Okay. So kamusta yung 20 more participants? Sayang naman to. Sir Jay, did you also install on your machine?
Yes, sir. Opo.
Okay. So meron naman. Tapos ka na?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so I think so, no? Let's jump into the natin. So it's already 5:19. So we'll squeeze it in the discussions, and later I'll be sharing with you paano yung magiging assessment natin, no? So thank you for the 39 person who responded. 24 have already their Power Project installed, and I hope no issue, no? Working. The 7, I hope you can still work. Wow, 40, no? 25 na. Then the 8, whatever whatever the situation, sabi nga nila, kapit lang. Okay. So yeah, so guys, I'll be sharing again now my screen. So let's just have a quick run through of what we had last time. So again, welcome. So this training is actually part of a development. So again, this is a quick course on project management principles, practices, and software applications. So if you notice, the first day was more on the principle. Last Tuesday, we had yung practices, the techniques, and even the terms, no, yung mga usual terms. And today, we have the software application. Okay, so well, let's disregard that one, and I hope you still remember the house rules, no? So this time I'll no longer be asking questions, no? But I'll be trying to ask something in related siguro sa kung anong ginagawa natin, no? So I would still be having the mahiwagang roleta on my side. If you do have some question, feel free to raise, no? Anyways, we will be doing parang a hands-on experience. So I know you'll have some questions, but again, mind that we have a time to keep a one mouth rule. If you want to butt in, you can orderly do it by either just raising hand dun sa chat box. Don't ask out of the topic questions. Basta in the context of project management, okay lang. Okay? Cooperate and do all the activities. Don't hesitate to ask during the exercise. And again, lastly, which is very important, always give your very best, no? Because I do believe if you used to be providing your excellent, yung best mo, it will comes naturally na lang when once you are working. Okay. So, jumping off dun sa ating review, again, we are on the last day of our synchronous. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. Any question? Okay. So, kung wala, okay. So, we are on the last day of our synchronous learning. So, in the day one, this is what we've tackled. Again, yung mga principles, no? This has been already uploaded sa brain nyo. And nung last day as well natin, no, we were able to finish actually yung planning. Well, ito madali lang, and right now you have already had yung installer natin. So this is also have already been uploaded. Nice. So upgraded na talaga kayo. So today, day 3, okay, the first one will have the project management application, Power Project. So interface, I'll be navigating through the different menus and up until mapunta tayo dun sa reporting. And okay, I'll be discussing yung assessment activity natin. What's the materials to use, ano yung mechanics, what are the deliverables. Okay, so if you notice from here, ito na yung deliverables. An equipment loading, manpower, strategic schedule, then project charter. So all of this we will discuss. Yeah, just to set the pace, we are now here, no? March 24. So the asynchronous after this, yan, bahala na kayo. Basta magkita-kita ulit tayo ng March 31. Okay? Okay, so now that we're done with that one, I want you to all guys open your application. Okay. So let me just have mine. Okay. Guys, just in case na you've raised some queries sa chat, if hindi ko ma-respond, feel free to open your microphone, no? Kasi hindi ko na siya nakikita. Yan po. Okay. So, kindly hold on guys. No, okay. Charge lang. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Guys, Sir Jay, okay naman ako kita? Parang hina.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, thank you, thank you. So, after you downloaded and installed the application, so normally naman, if you're using Windows, so you just need to go dun sa startup page, no? And sa application list, then click nyo lang yung icon ni Power Project. So normally, if you download it, you will be prompted with this one. Okay, so just select nyo lang yung continue with the trial. unless bumili kayo, baka hindi, 'di ba? So proceed kayo dun sa ano. So click nyo lang okay. So we have yung splash screen. Okay. So then you will have this this interface. Okay? Okay, sorry. Okay. So we'll be prompted of the interface. For some of you, kung first time, actually hindi ko na maalala kung ano yung magiging first screen, but kindly notice that we do have yung file menu. Okay? So if you notice, it somehow works like the typical Microsoft Office application, no? So, anong ibig sabihin? Para siyang yung interface niya, the interface. Pag sinabi nating interface, yung how the system looks like. Okay? Yung nakikita ninyo, interface. So, it looks like parang Microsoft Office lang din, di ba? It has a file, then we have yung tabs with the ribbons. So, we have here home tab, may view, project, allocation, BIM, and we do have yung format. Okay? So, at first, deactivated yan because we don't have any project loaded. Okay? So, the first thing to do is actually, okay, you go to the new. Okay? Okay? So, once you go to dun sa new, okay, you'll encounter there are already predefined templates. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin ng predefined templates? So, these are available templates. I-connect na lang. Okay, so these are already okay. I know every one of you is familiar with Excel, di ba? So, however, with Excel kasi, di ba, every time that you open it, you will be prompted completely blank item, no? Yung mga columns pa lang, okay? But every time that you develop an Excel file, di ba, you save it. And then, pag inopen nyo na ulit siya, kung anong ginawa nyo, nandun na ulit. So just like the thing about Power Project, we can also create templates. So that's how it works. But here, of course, as you notice, no, it can be, you can name it as a construction template, engineering, you can have it as capacity planning, depende on ano ba yung pinaplano nyo. Okay, so once you go to the new, okay, I just want you to select from, well, the normal application kasi ni Power Project is for any project. Okay, always remember that, any project. Okay, it's just that most of the time, ang nagpa-practice talaga ng formal project management is yung construction. Pero dapat everyone is practicing yung formal project management, no? Okay? So siguro let's just go to dun sa engineering template para general siya. Okay? So the next one that you need to do, okay, you'll see from here that we have yung location. Location, well, this is where we identify where we will be saving the file. Okay, normally pag clinic niya, mapupunta siya sa document, Power Project, projects. Okay? So normally nasa documents siya. So siguro para hindi na lang din nakakalito. So let's just save your file here. Anyways, this is the default, no? So what we are referring sa file name is the file name itself. So let's just name it first as my project. Okay? My project. Okay? Diba? Very basic, my project. So, click nyo yung create, manotice nyo, nagbago na dyan, no? So, actually, if you are, if your motives is not to change kung saan siya nakasave, so no need to open yung browse. You can just simply type in here. So, from here, we need to add the title of the project. Question, magkaiba pa po ba yung file name sa title? Yeah, definitely. So, this one will be save doon sa metadata ng file. Okay, nako baka big word yung metadata. No, actually, metadata is actually data encrypted to the file that we're working. Actually, even yung Word, meron yang title, 'di ba? Well, pero kasi sa Word, kung ano yung title mo, yun na rin yung nagiging file name mo. Okay? Kaya siguro yun yung very confusing. But actually, we still do have other parang options wherein to fill in the data. So the title, so let's just also say my project. Okay? For, siguro let's just utilize yung Cavite State. Okay, so ganda natin. Cavite State. Okay. Can you put your, Sir JB, anong subject to? OJT lang?
Alin, sir?
Wag na, Cavite State, ano na nga? Cavite, CVSU. Ito sana, ito, para CVSU o JT. Okay? By, so put your name. Okay? So just simply put your name here. Guys, kung hindi nakakasunod, just do let me know. No? Okay, start. So from here, meron tayong options to identify the start date of our project. Okay? So meaning the start date of our project. Okay? Kaya siya start. Ha? Kung simpleng date lang siya, siguro yung creation date. Pero ito identifies the start date of our project. Okay? So you can either select doon sa future, gusto mong iplano na yung ano mo, future mo. Or pwede ka rin naman mag-backward sa past kung meron kang gustong balikan. Okay. But normally, yeah, we can also select naman yung current date today. No? March 21. Sorry na guys, kasi this one is a virtual machine. Kaya hindi maayos yung date. But today is already 24. Okay? Okay, disregard this one, yung login, no? So I disregard you to use this one. So normally, meron tayong mga different setups of system. Okay? So I think so this is something na okay din malaman nyo. So meron tayong tinatawag na standalone, meron tayong tinatawag na enterprise, no? So actually, in generic definition of enterprise and standalone is ano, 'di ba? Parang ano lang siya, stand-alone console. So meaning it can work as is na disconnected to everything. Okay. While yung enterprise, it's a connected it's a ano connected units, no? So maramihan or it could also pertain to a centralized server. So once you're done with this one, just click create. Okay. So pag nag-create na kayo, yan. You'll be seeing yung ganitong interface. Okay? Okay. So lahat ba nakasabay na dito? Okay. So
Sir, pwede pong
yes.
paulit?
Okay. Yeah. Ay, paulit. Okay. Sige. So once you open yung application, okay, punta lang kayo sa new. Okay? So pag nasa new na kayo, select nyo yung engineering. Okay? Then, put nyo lang yung, dito, engineering, tapos put nyo lang yung title. Okay? So my project, lagay nyo lang my project na lang din yung title. Then for Cavite State University OJT, your name, tapos the start date of the project. So but just just select na lang yung date today. So 24. Okay, palitan to 24. Okay? Then click create. So pag nag-click nyo na create, ayan na. Ito na yung sasalubong sa inyo. Okay? So guys, feel free to to bat in. So thank you. Hindi ko lang nakita sino ba 'yon? Okay. Sige. Sabihin niyo lang kung di makasunod. Pero syempre kung okay, laging di nakakasunod, baka naman maubusan tayo oras. Okay. So once you are here, ibig sabihin nakasunod kayo. So kung nandiyan na kayo sa page na yan, yun nga, ibig sabihin nakasunod. Sige. Pakita ko lang. Okay. So for today, okay. Okay. Sunod-sunod na to, no? Para hindi tayo paputol-putol. So I'll be talking about the interface, yung project details. Actually, that's how we create yung project na, no? I'll be talking about yung calendar, WBS activity columns, and so on and so forth. So guys, ang tawag dito, brace yourself kasi dire-diretsuhin na natin. Okay. So our ultimate goal is at the end of this session, you know how to create a schedule. Okay? So you know how to create a schedule wherein it has a logic sequence. It is loaded with resources. Okay? With a baseline. And if ever that we can achieve yung cost, good. And lastly, we can simulate reporting. Okay? So I think so that would be the basics and fundamentals, since that would also be the part naman nung magiging assessment natin. Okay? So going back to our solution, okay, ang sabi dito interface. So if you noticed, we have tabs. Yung tabs natin, okay, that is actually grouped depending on the purpose natin. So if we are on the side of creation, so home, most likely dito natin makikita for the development of our schedule or Gantt chart. Okay? If we are more into viewing, that's the purpose, edi dun tayo sa view tab. If we are more into project analyzation or project reporting actually, so dito tayo sa project. Okay, kasi from here, dito natin ma-access yung report. Then we do have different modules. If we are into assignment of resources, okay, so allocation. And lastly, okay, well, meron pang format. But major tab, yung BIM, this is actually the building information modeling. Siguro mamaya pakita ko sa inyo. No? So this is actually interesting to know. And I do believe when you are sa IE, meron ding 3D models, 3D solutions. That is yung mga SolidWorks, Solid Edge, yeah. And actually we also cater that, no, yung aming sister company. So pang mga manufacturing yun. And lastly, yung format. So yung format natin, this is where, okay, yeah. This is actually, dun sa format, no worries guys, I think so. That is where we control naman yung ano natin, dito, we control the output, yung itsura ng ating system. Okay, so let me just, reopen, mabilis lang naman. So for lahat naman, no, nakaano na, sir, ayan. Sir Jay, in terms of tayo dito. In terms of nung update natin sa group, meron nasa inyo naman sir, no? Yung ating tally.
Yung score, yes sir. Apo, meron
Yeah.
naman.
So for sir, sinong leading?
Wait sir, open ko na. Wait lang.
Sige sir. Yeah, yung mga segue ko, no? Okay lang yan sir.
Ito. Leading ay group number 6.
Nice.
With the score of 13. Total
Okay.
score na po yun. Total score.
Total
Followed
score.
by group 6 by 13 points. Followed by group number 3 and 7 with 10 points. Then group number 2, 9 points. Group 1, 5 points. And group 4 and 5 with 2 points.
Okay. So that's nice to know. And just to let you know guys, no, so that would be added dun sa magiging overall score nyo. But it doesn't necessarily mean naman na dito you got a high points. Well, that will be just as parang supplementary. Siyempre, kaya makakahabol pa yung mga dito, yung mga dapat humabol. Okay, kindly hold on guys. Ayan. Hmm. Correct. Yeah. So grabe na yung technology guys, no? Actually, this is a computer within a computer. Okay? The one that I'm accessing, no? So we call this virtual machine. So ayan. So pag pinaliit ko yan, ito yung computer ko within my computer. Wala lang. Okay?
Pwede pala yun.
Yeah, pwede
Hindi ko
yun.
nakalaman yun.
Yeah. But ang ano lang requirement, your machine should have ano parang high
High-end na.
high specs. Di naman high end, pero syempre um iisang computer pa rin 'yan. So it will just utilize the very same um ayun nga specs that you do have.
Hmm.
So kunwari if meron kang 4 gig RAM, paghahatian nila. So magiging 2 gig. 2 gig 2 gig each. So it has an impact, 'di ba? We all know. So kaya kunwari kung meron kang machine na nasa 32 gig, oh, nice. So 16. So you can have it like that one. Okay. So I actually this is how I do para hindi ano alam niyo hindi cluttered. Kunwari, I do have my machines for work, no? So at tulad nito, 'di ba? This happens once in a year lang to, Sir Jave, no? Kasi ang OJT naman, once in a year lang, tama na subject.
Yes, sir.
Mm. So, okay, so again, so continue. Ayan. Okay, so once you have already created yung file, so open ko lang yung akin. Ito na yung my project. Okay, so let me just open. Okay. So I'll just then create siguro something new. Ayan, so lahat makakasunod na. So file name, it's just a file name. You can just simply copy then paste. Okay, so my project na lang muna name natin. Total, ano lang naman, for you to understand you the basics of it. No? So lagyan niyo nila ng pangalan niya. Okay. So March 24 then create. So okay. So once we have already created yung file, deleting the file. Okay. Okay. So once you have created the file, okay. So magiging activated na rin yung mga ribbons. And just like what they said, the ribbons identify your intention. So if nandun ka sa creation, so you need to be at home. Okay? So okay. So ano yung parts of the interface? We do have the we do have the menus that holds the ribbons, and each ribbons, yung schedule, hierarchy, task, no, it holds naman yung mga specific ano natin, functions, just like reschedule, add links, show level, and so on and so forth. Okay? Then, in the left side, ito yung tinatawag natin na Project Explorer. Well, sa pangalan pa lang niya, Project Explorer, this is where you can explore your project. Okay? And yung Project Explorer actually holds the libraries. Okay. So kung mapapansin nyo, in a hierarchical order, so meron tayo ditong program. Okay. So the application kasi, si Power Project, it has been developed sa Europe. Okay. So and sa West, di ba, they do have certain standard. Sa American, they call it actually they call it sometimes program. Well, program as in program, but here program is a group of project. In some areas in the world, they call it schedule. Okay. So but as here, since the project requires a schedule, so we will just pertain what we will do as a schedule of the project. Okay, so aside from that one, we do have yung libraries na. So from here down to the milestone are all libraries. Pag sinabi nating libraries, di ba, we can somehow store information. Okay? We can somehow store and keep information. So from here, meron tayong permanent resources. Ano yung permanent resources? Permanent resources, yeah, the one that we identify as permanent resources in the project na kine-create natin. So if I expand this one, mano-notice nyo, no, there are some preloaded. Actually, these are just example. Okay, so crane, medyo construction nga lang, no? So crane, design resources, okay. The thing about here is you can organize. So hindi siya kagad, ano tawag dito? Hindi siya kagad sasambulat sa iyo yung mga items. But you can organize it in such a way na you can create folders. Di ba? Folders ba yan? Hindi yan folders, but later on I'll show you how. But that is actually how it is yung organization niya or structure. So kunwari, design resources, architect, service engineer, okay, sa structural meron pa siyang another layer, but this time they identified it as specific names na of resources. Okay, so services engineer, so on and so forth. So kung meron kayong plantilla, so you can even definitely put here yung resources nyo, site resources, so on and so forth. So permanent resources identifies usually yung labor natin. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, it's somehow represented by the manpower. Okay? How about consumable? Consumable actually identifies naman yung mga materials or directly speaking, mga resources that can be consumed by the project. Okay, so pag in-expand ko yan, so meron lang tayo example bricks, pero we can change it later on. Okay, then cost centers. So whenever you're doing projects, cost is one of the element of the project na very important, especially in the site of stakeholders. And normally in an organization, meron tayong tinatawag na mga cost codes or cost structures. And again, the purpose of this one is so that the organization can easily identify saan napupunta yung pera nila. So same thing with project. Dito natin makikita saan ba napupunta yung cost of a specific project. Okay? And again, we identify it based on specific codings or library. Katulad nito, project cost, di ba? We know that the project cost, the driver of it can be yung resources, wherein resources can be identified as labor, material. Plant is actually equipment, no? Dahil nga medyo western tong application natin, ganun yung kanyang terminologies, subcontractor. Okay, then code libraries we call it simply as activity codes or activity codes. So meaning, what is it? Generically, 'di ba gumagamit tayo ng mga tag? Yan, or label. Okay. So dito sa Power Project, pwede ka, okay. Kung kayo walang label sa Power Project, okay. Pwede kang magkaroon ng label. So dito tayo gumagawa ng mga label. So kunwari, yung label na gusto mong gawin is about disciplines or engineering discipline. Okay, so if you notice yan, architect, planning, so on and so forth. Okay, kunwari, a specific activity, you want it to be identified by specific group na gumagawa nun or may accountability nun. So we can also do it. So itong example nga lang natin is in terms of construction. Okay? But definitely, if you're working na sa job, you'll be facing with different parties. Okay? Hindi yung parties na night party or birthday party. So calendar. So calendar is very important because at the end of the day, that's what drives our time frame or yung ating timeline, no? And iisa lang naman yung calendar natin so far, no? So yung Gregorian calendar na sinusunod natin. Okay, sorry, ito pa pala. Progress periods. Okay, progress periods is actually parang report date. Okay? So if you notice, project report date. So we can create different project report date so that we can easily tag yung ating time frame. So guys, I know at first medyo boring, no? But this is very important kasi you need to understand it. And I know naman yung mga isip and mind nyo, ano kaya to? Ano kaya to? At least madaanan natin lahat. WBS, we've talked about it. WBS is a strategy, a technique wherein we break down a big chunk of project. So dito, okay, we can actually store our WBS, okay, so that we can just easily create it in times of use, no? So if you notice from this one, naka-lay down na siya. Okay? Pero again, we can modify yan. Task pools are pool of task. Okay? Binaliktad ko lang. So ano bang ibig sabihin pag pool, di ba? So ibig sabihin reserve. So this kung meron kang mga task, identified task, so you can now reserve parang create it here. Then later on, yan, so notice nyo, no, clinic ko. Tapos nag-produce ng mga schedule. So ibig sabihin kung nagmamadali ka, so pwede ka mag-create ng task pools mo. Okay? So what we will no longer later use pala yan. IFC product pertains to the concept of building information modeling. So yeah, it's medyo hindi naman komplikado but it's a different discussion. Then milestone appearance. Okay. So now that you know this one, okay. So it doesn't stop there. So paano ba natin siya create? Since sinabi ko na this is a library. So if you want to modify this, yung library, kasi kunwari, meron na tayong project and we want to assign na yung, identify the resources for that project, okay. So we can now access yung library from here. So manotice nyo, Open Library Explorer. So pag clinic ko yan, ayan. So nakita nyo na siya, no? This time, it is now being grouped per folder. Okay, so manotice nyo dito, permanent resources. So pag clinic yung permanent resources, makikita ko na yung laman niya. Or I can even also sort it out here, no? Open. Okay, so how to utilize the library? So actually, if you right-click, okay, guys if you right-click, manotice nyo, new permanent resources. So pag clinic nyo yan, magka-create na tayo ng entry. Okay, so sabihin lang natin, tawag dito, ano bang probably typically resources of a project. Okay, so sabihin na lang natin project manager. Okay. Okay. So project manager is actually a resource. However, we name it after a role. Okay. So in some certain practices, they even identified roles against resources itself. Kasi ang resources can be a specific name of a person. So kung ganun man, pwede din ako mag-create. I'll just create a new resources, then I'll just put in my name. Okay. Ayan. Pwede rin naman na si John kasi is project manager. So, I can just simply have John save under project manager. O, nasa loob na si John. Okay. Anyways, that's how to create it. But we will not yet drill down to that. Okay. So I want it to happen step by step, no? So now that you know how to utilize, that is actually the same concept in every in every library items that we have. So if you go to cost center, you want to build a cost center, right click, new cost center. Okay. So that is the same to the rest, even if you create a calendar. So notice new calendar. So there's a wizard, okay, to open, and this will now help us create a calendar. Okay, so guys, actually dito tayo magsimula. So I want everyone to go to the library. If hindi wala pa kayo, click nyo, then select the calendar. Okay, so now, dito sa calendar natin, you'll notice that meron siyang preloaded. Okay, so you can utilize this one for viewing, for references. Okay, but let us create it from scratch. So if you will be creating a new calendar, right click the new calendar. Okay, so the wizard will prompt, sabi niya dito, what do you want to do? Create a simple calendar. Create a calendar, use a work pattern. So let's just create a simple calendar. Okay? So next, so the name of calendar. So sabihin na lang natin is okay. So let's just create a calendar for our project, and let's name it specifically as my project calendar. Okay. So click mo next. Once you click next, okay. So this is how it works. Okay. So specify which days you want to include as a working time. Again, specify first the day. So katulad nito, okay? So gusto ko kunwari is okay, workaholic ako, and for this project, we're really tight with the dates. We're really tight with the duration. So, the best thing to do is, well, to skip now yung ating mga rest day. So, if you want to work 7 days, no? So, select nyo lang. So, ibig sabihin, all those who have checked are working days. Okay? So, kung hindi naman, uncheck nyo lang. Okay. So, since we are just assuming, so let's just say we build a calendar with 6 days, 6 working days. So let's leave Sunday as a rest day, no work. Then let's have Monday to Saturday. Okay. Then, okay. So the next thing is identify the time. Okay. So what would be the start of work in the morning and then in the afternoon? So if you notice from here, it was already identified as 8 a.m. in the morning up until 12, then resume in 1 p.m. in the afternoon, then end in 5 p.m. in the afternoon. What if you don't want yung lunchtime, and then have it have it straight. So it's either 8 to 12, then 12 to 5. Okay? Since PM na yung 12. Okay? So dito niya adjust. Pero let's just maintain this one. Okay? So gawin natin. Anyways, this is the regular time naman, no? So click next. Okay. So if you notice, it will show you a calendar na. Okay? So mapapansin mo dito, dito naman, we assign exceptions. Okay? Diba? So, anong ibig sabihin ng exceptions? At saan ba natin nagagamit yung exceptions? So, exceptions can be, uh, defined, actually, defined other working and non-working. So, exemptions are applied for days wherein specifically we want to tag it as either a working day or non-working. Working day, syempre, if it will be coming from the list of walang pasok. Kunwari, special kasi ito itong Sunday. Kailangan talaga mag-work. So, ayan. So, you either just select the day. Yan. And sabihin natin working. Okay? Ayan. So, saan pa yung application niya? Pwede rin naman natin sabihin non-working. So, sabihin natin Monday. Working ka ng Sunday. Pero itatag mo naman yung Monday ng non-working. So, select nyo lang non-working. Ayan. So, natag na si 7 ng non-working. Okay. Let's just say, na kailan ng holiday? Mahal na araw. So, April, no? So, March. So, let's move to the next calendar. Sabihin natin 14-15 our holiday. So, I'll select yung holiday, then tag yung 14-15 as holiday. Okay? So I hope everyone nakasunod, no? Okay, hindi na natin ulitin. Okay, pag inulit may bayad na ha. So, after yan, click next. Okay, ayan. Apply this calendar to. Okay, saan daw yung application niya? Each new task by default. So every time that we will create a task, ito yung kanyang i-assign. The date zone to hide non-working time in all my existing user views. Well, this one, it's more of viewing how it will behave, no? So subheadings in all my existing user views. Okay, so this one will be shown sa timeline. This one dun sa bar chart natin. But let's tick yung each new task by default. Kasi nga, sabi natin, ito yung calendar na gagamitin natin for this project creation. So once you're done with that one, so click nyo na yung finish. Okay. So, makikita nyo, meron na tayong calendar. Okay? So, my calendar. So actually, yung my calendar natin, ang tawag dito, 6 days a week din siya. 6 days a week, 6 days a week, 8 to 5. Diba? Normally. So, guys, kung gusto niyo balikan ulit yan, select nyo lang, then properties. Ayan. So, makikita nyo naman, iba na yung kanyang representation. But actually, ito pa rin yun. Okay? Yung calendar na kine-create natin. Okay? So, it has been now represented this way. Okay? So, pwede nyo ipagpatuloy dito. Kunwari, magsaselect pa kayo. Okay? Mag-a-add kayo ng exemption. Okay, so you can also add it here. Okay, so we will not go really in full details dito, no? Kasi yun nga, we would want to have or accomplish a schedule right now. Okay, so once we have the calendar, okay, let's now jump in naman dun sa ating code library. So sa code library natin, same thing. So let's just say, okay, gagawa ako ng new code. Okay. So yung code na to, okay, for my project, I want to assign it based on, ano ba? So I'll be assigning it based on a specific, sabihin natin supplier. Okay? So sabihin natin supplier. So then within the supplier, double click ko para yun nga, makapasok. Then create new code. Sabihin natin, the first one will be the t-shirt supplier. Okay. Tapos, create tayo ulit. Sabihin natin, the first is t-shirt supplier. Ano ba? Ang nasa mindset ko later, let's create a project wherein we will create Well, ito na nga kinikreate natin. Let's just say na we are tasked to deliver a project for IE uniform. Lahat pinagawa. So for IE uniform, okay? 'Di ba? It's a project. Again, ano yung definition ng project natin? It should have a definite start and finish. So kailangan matapos. It has a specific product. It has an objective, 'di ba? So and it has a purpose. Okay? So I think so pasok naman 'yan. So let's just say. So ano-ano ba yung mga possibly thing that we would want to monitor during the schedule. So probably that one. And I also would want to siguro identify yung involvement of design team. Design team pa. So in that way, I was now able to create a simple code for supplier, okay? Which the code will represent a, a specific supplier itself, okay? Sabihin na lang natin design supplier. Okay. So what else you can do? You can also identify yung color. Okay, so sabihin natin ito pink para rosas ang bukas. Tapos ito, yan, red. Okay, may nakalimutan pa ba tayong kulay? O mamaya na. So, since we have already code library, again, guys, code library could be anything. As long as you have something that you would want to represent or tag or label your activities. Okay? So now that we have yung code library, okay. So from here, siguro i-ano na lang natin. We just want to identify na lang siguro the category of the cost na mai-incur natin. And I think so we can settle with this one. Okay? So let's keep it. Okay. So okay. Now, siguro since kaganina we were able to create na to, no? So we're okay with this one. So consumable resources siguro in creating in our project, no? In our project, ano ba yung mga resources that we will be needing? Okay? So guys, actually dito pumapasok the importance of ano talaga, of planning. Itong ginagawa natin is actually already scheduling. But the planning itself, it only includes scheduling, no? Kaya you need to identify, kaya importante yung project charter, no? Because from the project charter, that would serve as your guide in developing your schedule. Okay, kasi sa project charter, 'di ba, doon mo makikita yung ano ba yung mga initial resource list mo? Ano ba yung mga initial resource list in terms of material, equipment, and manpower, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, since we are working with a t-shirt project, let's just say na number 1 t-shirt. Ayan. So, once you double click, so actually, if you want to view yung kanyang mismong properties, right click then open it. No? So, palitan na lang natin. So, let's just say t-shirt. Okay, no need to actually, since I'm changing this one, kaya binago ko rin yung ano, but the moment you create, actually, it just display the same thing. Okay? So, measured in, sabihin number na lang, which is right. So, baguhin na lang natin yung appearance niya. So, since t-shirt siya, gusto ko gawing checkered. Okay? Okay. So, ayan. Okay. Sabihin natin, cost per use. So, dito actually pumapasok yung cost eh. Sabihin natin for this project, since this is a t-shirt naman, gawin nating define and specific yung ating project. So, sabihin natin we're doing a project to provide 300 t-shirts. Wherein sabihin na lang natin na each t-shirt costs at least 100. So, ilan yon? 30,000? Tama, no? 300 times 100. Or 3,000 lang. Mura. Tama, 30,000. Tama, Sir Jay, 30,000. 100, 300. Oo. Okay.
Yes.
Yan. So, okay. So, napansin nyo, ala, nakapound tayo, sir. Ang yaman. Okay. So, actually, we can also change that one. But anyways, so let's just utilize that. So, cost per use. So, from here, we can now actually include wherein if we are already specific with the expense naman. So, okay na yan. Actually, there's other way, cost per unit. But since yung t-shirt natin, it is not a variable of time, di ba? Kasi hindi naman, kunwari, sa isang araw, may t-shirt tayong maproproduce. It's not because it is a variable of that. Kaya hindi natin gagamitin yung unit. Instead, per use. So normally, we call this also as a lump sum assignment. Okay? So have you heard of the lump sum? Okay? So si t-shirt, so since it's a consumable resources, we can definitely, and this is an expenditure, guys. So we can go over the expenditure, then assign a project code, a project cost. In our case, this is materials. Diba? Kasi it's a material. So click nyo lang close. Okay. So ano pa ba? Ano pa ba yung kailangan natin? So let's just say pati paint. Okay, no? Sabihin natin yung ating t-shirt paint. Okay. So right click nyo lang ulit, then properties, okay. Then in our case, okay. So let's just add some value. Sabihin natin for this one we have allotted 10,000. Okay. So let's just start with two simple resources. Okay. So that you can get the gist and the idea. So once we have already set yung ating consumable resources, actually that can also be applied sa permanent, 'di ba? So especially kung kunwari meron kang mga taong binabayaran. So actually if you right click, you have the properties, we can also assign a specific cost income. So guys, siguro let's also follow this one, no? So, manotice nyo, here, it is based on rate. Okay? Kasi, since when we talk about resources, okay, yeah. So, there is actually a theory about the cost on a project. And it says that the cost of the resources that we use is actually is actually the cost of the project that we will also gain, no? So in um the resources in everything that we do is actually the cost that we incur in every activity that we will do. Okay, so definitely kung ang resources mo is manpower, it has a relative value. And since manpower, it runs with the time, di ba? Time naman kasi yung binabayaran sa manpower talaga, hindi naman yan per piece. Okay? Kaya kung per piece ang tingin sa'yo, okay, nako, red tag na yan. Red, yung mga red marks, red signs. So sabihin natin, okay, so let's just keep it this way, no? So, i-assign lang natin dito. Okay? Pag click yung assign, then cost rate. Ayan. So, yan na yung rate na mag-a-apply for John. Okay? And again, you can change the appearance niya dun sa ating schedule. Okay? So, I think so now that we have yung resources, we have now yung ating library codes, we have set the calendar. So, it's best now to jump to our bar chart. Okay. So, when you're creating a project based dun sa natutunan natin, di ba? It is always best to start with your WBS. Okay? Because yung WBS that will give you an overview kung ano ba talaga yung a breakdown of your project. Okay? So let's just say from here, ayan. So this is actually a WBS structure. Kaso meron na siyang preloaded. No? But anyways, we can just utilize this one. So if we want to also delete, actually we can naman. Okay? Ano, kaso we will do it one by one. Anyways, yun lang. Okay. So let's just say, okay, this is my project. And tawagin natin siyang T-shirt project. TSP for the code. So, sabihin natin IE ano ba tawag dun sa t-shirt niyo? Ayun. IE foundation shirt. Okay? So, for us to develop yung ating IE foundation shirt, no, as a project, so tingin niyo ano-ano ba yung what would be the best way to break this down? 'Di ba? Sabi nga natin, if you're given a one whole elephant, how will you eat it? So one bite at a time. So that only also means that you can syempre isipin mo rin muna, no. Kung one bite at a time, saan ka magsisimulang mag-bite? So that's also same thing with project. So if this is the project that we have, sa tingin nyo, how we can chunk this project? So siguro dito tayo dito tayo magkaroon ng interaction. So guys, yeah, given that you are the project manager of this project, how will you organize yung WBS for this t-shirt project? Okay. So ilabas natin ang ating mahiwagang ruleta. Okay. So pwede mag-volunteer, ha? Nasaan na yung natin? Ayan. Si Kuya Will. Hanapin natin si Kuya Will. Ayan. Okay. So, Kuya Will. Yan, si Lilian. Hi, Lilian. Are you there? Si Kuya Will to? Wala si Lilian. Wala si Lilian, Sir Jave, no? Namimili na ng t-shirt. Baka namimili na to ng t-shirt si Lilian. Hindi inintay yung plano natin. Okay, let's call another one. Si Rani, yan. Ito si Rani sumasagot to eh. Tsaka magaganda yung mga nasasagot nito. Rani, hello?
Hello, sir.
Yan. Hi Rani. Okay.
Hello
So,
po.
yeah, do you think how will you parang organize yung project if you're given this, no, yung kunwari t-shirt nga, yung IE foundation shirt. So how will you organize it? Organize lang muna, hindi yung step. So how we will chunk it first?
Ano po ba, sir, yung po niya, laman?
Okay. Actually, wala pa siyang laman. Ano ba nung t-shirt? Okay. So okay, so the scenario is you are tasked as a project manager. Okay. Kunwari ng org nyo. May org naman ng IE, no? Okay. Kunwari, yeah, you are tasked to deliver this project. Tapos ang project natin is you need to deliver yung IE foundation shirt for 300 IE na student. Nice. Okay, walang kickback, ha. So ngayon, paano mo muna siya i-chunk into a chunk of activities or work breakdown structure nga, categories. Hindi pa siya activities but more of work packages or categories. Okay?
Ano po?
Sige lang, wala namang maling answer. Okay? Sa tamang pag-iisip. Joke lang.
Siguro po, i-list mo na yung mga member, yung number ng IE.
Okay. So, okay, yeah. So, tama naman yun, no? But again, so let's just say,
Cost po. Yung cost din po ng t-shirt.
okay. So, siguro let's just get muna yung details. Sabihin natin. Project details. Okay? Diba? Kasi we're trying to build first kung ano yung mga category. Okay, so after you get the details of the project, what do you think would be the next area or yun nga, WBS. Kasi breakdown eh. We want to break down the project into smaller manageable size, di ba? Project details. Yan. Don't worry, Rani, no? Sige. Think, no? But I want you to open the line. Okay. Tatawag tayo na magiging groupmate mo. Okay. Nice. So actually nice to. Okay. So let's call someone that could also help Rani habang nag-iisip si Rani. Total si Rani yung project manager. Ito, yan. Okay. Feeling ko maraming masasagot si Joyce Ann. Joyce Ann. Kasi si Rani na pag-utusan. So sabi, gumawa siya daw yung mag-lead dito. So ngayon, tinapik ka ni Rani. Joyce Ann, what do you think? How can you help Rani to break down yung project for the IE? Ay, sorry guys, no? IE pala. EI. Okay, hindi niyo ako kinokorek ha. Nandiyan si Joyce Ann? O bumili na rin ng t-shirt? Hi Joyce Ann. Bumili din to ng t-shirt. Sir Jay, pag wala pa, ikaw na sumagot ha. Ayan si Daryl Dale. Nandiyan ba si Daryl? Hello? Siguro yung susunod natin matatawag, dapat may cash prize. Yan, si John Kyle. Hi, John Kyle. Oh, walang mga tao ata, Sir Jay ba? Ayan. Siguro ang gagawin ko na lang.
Sir, may nag-raise ng hand.
Ay, may nagre-raise. Yan ang gusto ko, yung nagre-raise ng hand. Mamaya mabigyan ko to ng t-shirt. Oh, ang dami. Tapos biglang dumami. No? Okay. Okay, so tawagin natin si Robbie. Hi, Robbie.
Hi, sir.
Ayan. So,
Hi po.
Robbie, tulungan mo naman si Rani. Okay. So, how do you think we can chunk this project?
Sa tingin ko po sa una po yung kung saan po sila kukuha ng t-shirt para dun sa project. Then yung sa project details nga po.
Okay. So, yun yung una. Okay. So, I think canvassing. Nice.
Apo.
Nice. Ang galing ha. Okay. Canvassing yung
Bago
first.
po. Apo. Tapos yung sa project details, kasi included na po ba dun sa project details po yung halimbawa po sa isang org, lahat po ng member ng org, kukunin po yung mga data or sizes po ng t-shirts nila bago po sila maggawa ng mismong
Okay, I see. Yeah, you get the you get the point though. So, yeah, I think so. Actually, again, it will depends on you guys, no? So, let's just say kasama na siya sa project details.
Sige.
Yung pagkuha ng Yeah, so if that's the case,
tas ang sunod po yung sa transactions po, yung ganyan. Bago po yung pagbibigay po ng t-shirt.
Okay. Sige. So transaction, what do you mean transaction?
Yung pagbabayad po halimbawa. Kung nauna po, minsan po kasi may mga tendencies po na nauna po yung bayad bago ibigay yung t-shirt, or minsan naman po magkasabay na po pag binigay yung bayad, sabay na rin po ibigay yung t-shirt.
Okay. However, this time siguro
so pinaghiwalay ko lang po.
Yeah, sigurista to. So sabihin natin payment.
Ayun po, payment.
Okay. Then after, okay, kung next step, kung nakuha na nila yung, again, WBS pa lang, next work package or chunk, pag nakuha yung payment, what do you think?
Yung yun po, yung pagbibigay na po ng t-shirt, parang delivery ganyan.
Okay. So pagbibigay na. Siguro sisingitan ako. Ay, Rani, thank you. No? But do you have any idea, Rani? May addition ka dito?
After, ano po yung last po na nasa
Payment na. Actually, parang feeling ko i-scam tayo dito niya. Joke lang. Kasi parang sabi ko,
Grabe.
joke lang. Grabe, no? Hindi, joke lang. Robby. Hindi kasi naisip ko, sabi ko, nag-canvas, tapos project. Anong t-shirt yun? Inisip ko, dapat di ba may design pa? Designing? Mga ganon.
Akala ko po kasama na po yung sa project details.
Okay. Hindi
Akala,
pa. Okay, hindi
ayun.
pa.
Yun
So
po yung
ako i-add
naiwan.
ko designing. Okay, i-add ko
Opo.
designing, no? So how about you, Rani?
ano po, anong kind ng t-shirt?
Okay. So yung kind of okay. So I think so nandun na rin siya sa designing kasi 'di ba parang when you design, nandun na yung concept and so on and so forth. Okay. So which is I think so naman tama naman 'yan, Rani talaga. Pero nandito na siya. Anyone na sa tingin nyo guys kulang pa dito sa WBS? Ayun si John Rev. Naku, mukhang si John Rev.
I think yung distribution po.
Okay, yeah, distribution. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Dapat. Kasi payment, 'di ba sabi nga ni Robby, sigurista, bayad muna. Syempre, i-distribute. Kasi pag hindi na-distribute, yun talaga na-scam na. Distribution. These three. Yan. Okay. Si John Rev parang short lang ng pangalan ko. John Rev. Okay. So, anyone else? Sa tingin nyo may na-miss out pa tayo? Guys, this is the importance of setting your WBS. Kasi if you notice, you get to see na rin yung project mo. Hindi nga lang siya doon sa nitty-gritty, but on a high level. Ito yung tinatawag nilang bird's eye view. Naku, mga yan. Yun, si Jerome. Hi, Jerome. Ano sa tingin mo pang kulang?
Inventory po.
Inventory. Okay. Yeah, so I think so. So, what do you mean by inventory?
Kasi po 'di ba from supplier tapos i-distribute siya dun sa sa school. Then yung sa inventory po kasi 300 siya na t-shirt so parang madami tapos kailangan ng inventory.
Tama. Ang galing talaga. Ay, talaga si Jerome. Okay. Inventory. So guys, anything else to add? Inventory. Diba? At least nakikita na natin kaganina nga, hindi ko nakikita na project So ngayon project. Pero guys, pala, no? So inventory, so papasok siya saan? So first we canvas, we get the project details. We design, we get the payment. Okay, distribution. Okay. I think so kasi distribution is distribute na. So mauna mo na yung inventory kasi as Jerome said, from supplier, no? So payment, inventory. Sana dito yung gagawa talagang t-shirt. Design is just the design. Diba? So, ano bang right term doon? Pag ginagawa na yung t-shirt? Development? Hindi na. Development. Sir Jabe, di ba gumawa ka yung t-shirt? Anong tawag doon, Sir Jabe? Pag ginagawa na yung manufacturing?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing. Sige.
Production.
Production. Tama. I think so that would be perfect. Yung production. Yan.
May plus din ako, sir. So, isang group yan.
Ikaw, bahala ka, Sir Jay. Okay, so production. Okay. So I think so we're good to go. So pag nag-inventory na tayo. Okay. So si inventory sorry. Siyempre, production muna bago inventory. Pag nakuha na yung payment dahil sigurista nga si si Robby. So, production na. Tama din naman kasi wala tayong pang-production kung walang pera. Then, inventory, then distribution. I think so this is okay, good to go, no? So, kaganina napansin ko, no? Meron tayong mga activities na, ayun nga, yung pag-get ng mga, saan nga ba natin nilagay yung pag-get ng mga sizes? But anyways, yeah. Nandito sa project details, no? Yeah. So actually, when you're creating WBS, you can even go on another level pa, di ba? Napag-usapan natin yun. Kaya kunwari, kung sa project details, sabihin natin, team discussion, okay? Di ba? Team, di ba? Normally, yung pag-develop ng shirt, it has something to do with some team. So pag na-discuss nyo na yung team, canvassing. Yeah, yung cost lang. I think so. Team discussion, pag nakuha nyo na, we can add yung, okay, same layer. So the layer is also important. Sabihin natin, sizing. Okay, di ba? So ibig sabihin yung project details natin, it can be further breakdown. So yung sa team development, tapos yung sizing per natin. Okay? Then, designing. Okay. I think so yung designing nga, no, we can actually have it part din dito, no, nung details. So, kung manonotice nyo, we can actually indent yung ating designing. So, pag in-indent ko siya, pumasok na siya dito. But since yung designing, siguro makukuha natin yan after we have the team discussion. Di ba? O, may team ka na, then let's design. Then at the same time, actually sizing. Okay, I think so this is great na. So once we're okay with it, so we can now close. So if you notice, nandito na siya. Oh. Diba? Galing. Okay, so we now have yung specific activities natin. Ay, specific natin, no? WBS. Okay, so we can now jump into sa ating project creation. So if I go to view, actually, makikita nyo, meron tayong WBS. So pag inactivate natin, so actually we can click yung banded by summary and expanded. Okay, so let's identify, no? Okay, I see. So later on, we will activate that view. But first, we can now jump in to developing our activities. So if you notice, if I click yung canvassing, no? So from here, we now have yung ating task list. So ano ba yung mga activities sa tingin nyo sa canvassing? Sige nga. Anyone who can volunteer. So di ba, ang ibig sabihin naman ng canvassing is yung we will look for supplier. Diba? That's an activity. Okay. Then after we look for suppliers and get quote. Okay, baguhin natin. Quotation. Ano yung spelling ko? Parang nabobo na ako doon. Tama, quotation. Then, after we get quotation from our suppliers,
may nag-raise ng hand, sir.
yeah, na mali, no? Kaya hindi ako mapalagay. Dapat O ata to.
Hindi, sir, may nag-raise po na hand na ano. Ewan ko may sasagot ata, sir.
Okay. Hindi, nagbaba na rin. Siguro nangalay ka agad.
Si
Okay.
JP.
So, guys, meron pa ba? Ayun, si JP. Hi, JP. Ano problema natin? Joke lang. Go ahead,
Sir,
JP.
idadagdag po sa
Okay. Sige, go ahead. Ano?
compare prices po.
Yeah. Right. Tama. Compare prices. Okay, diba? That's the nice thing to do talaga, compare prices. Once we have, okay, so guys, okay, so since we have two activities na, sa tingin nyo, yung look for suppliers, how long will it take, no? Sabihin natin, syempre, okay, it always depends on the target date for the project. Sabihin natin if this is an IE Foundation shirt. So kailangan mangyari siya before the IE Foundation. Kailan ba ang IE Foundation, Sir Joy? Wala na, no? Hindi na natin sineselebrate.
Hindi ko na maalala.
Sabi ko na nga. Wala na foundation.
Kailan ba foundation na ay?
Wala na talaga. Okay. So anyways, later let's work on that one. So ang pagsiset natin ngayon, since we are planning, no, of course, we estimate and allocate time. So for example, for hunting suppliers, let's just say, let's allot at least 2 days. Okay? Madami na yan, no? So na tayo makikita. Then after 2 days, let's allot 1 day in comparing these resources. Okay guys, nakita nyo, wow. Tinype nyo lang yung 2, may mga lumabas na. Okay, since I've started, di ba nung nag-start tayo, sinet ko na yung start date. Okay. Kaya nung sinet ko yung 2, automatically the system already calculated. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo guys, na hindi na natin kailangan i-calculate yung forward and backward pass, yung float, yung mga critical path, because it's the system na will tell us. Right now, wala pa tayong logic, kaya wala pa tayong CPM. Kung sino pa yung longest duration, yun pa lang yung maproproduce niya. Okay, so now that, let's just say, no, we're just planning for the duration first. Normally, ganun naman, di ba? So once you've set na, ilang araw ba yan gagawin? Sige, let's say 2 days, no? So, meron na tayong 2 days. And let's just say after we, okay, sorry guys, yan. After we look for suppliers, prices, okay. Guys, this is something as well actually that maganda dito sa Power Project. It's very quick and easy. If you are newbie ka lang sa pag-create ng mga projects, this is very quick. Kunwari, 'di ba? We are saying this one, we want for WBS, this is part of yung canvassing natin. So I can just simply summarize it. So pagdating dito, I can just simply assign yung canvassing. Okay? Actually, this one can be dragged and assigned from here. No? So pag inactivate natin yung WBS view later, it will show. But another way of doing it is we can also name it this way. So ang tawag naman dito is summarizing. Sabihin lang natin yan. Canvassing. Okay? So siguro medyo, let's speed up, no? So once we have canvassing, okay, let's just say naman nandito na tayo sa project details, team discussion. Okay, ano kaya ang activity natin for team discussion? Oops. Okay, sorry again for that. Yeah. So tingin nyo guys, what activities can we have sa team discussion? So sino dito yung mga part of normally ba you do have that well, brainstorming, di ba? Yon si Jerome. Sige, si Jerome muna, tapos later si JP. Ano, Jerome, yung mga activity nyo? Nice.
Bale po pwedeng ng mga design, like design contest making. Parang dun i-check kung sino yung panalo design po.
Nice. Okay, design contest. Pero I think, so,
Sa team pa pala muna po.
Yeah, dun
Wait
pa
lang.
lang tayo sa team, no?
Parang
Kasi,
siguro po, pipili ng relevant team na related sa, sabihin natin po, current issues.
okay, selection of relevant team. Sige. Si JP. JP, anong idea mo? Selection of relevant team. I-type in ko na lang muna, ha? Yeah. May idea ka ba, JP? Kaya naka-raise ka ng hand eh. Okay, binabala ni JP.
Yes.
Meron ba? Yan, go ahead, JP.
Di sir nasabi na din yun sa selection
Ano?
of relevant.
Okay. So nasabi na. Okay, no worries. Okay. So since I'm restarting yung machine. So yeah, I think so no. Selection of relevant teams based on current issue. So we can also say na kunwari, we can start from brainstorming, di ba? Brainstorming. So later add natin. Tapos after we brainstorm, we can now move on dun sa kasi brainstorming. Then we can actually siguro this is yes, but if you notice, design contest is another project. Di ba? Nice. So better we also need to create another plan for this one. But it's okay. It doesn't mean na hindi natin siya pwedeng isama. So once we have already established ano yung magiging team natin, the activity. So let's now design contest. Ano ba? Announce a design contest for the IE Foundation. Okay. O, diba? Bongga na yung plano nyo. Ang dami natin ngayon, sir, 62. Nice. Hmm. 62, pero I hope you guys ang tawag dito, take advantage ng software. So learn from it. Guys, siguro please bear if we will be extending some siguro very na lang naman. Kasi we're about actually mabilis lang naman talaga yung development of schedule, especially that we're working with software. Okay, so since we're still waiting, so announce design contest for IE Foundation, speed up na natin, identify winner, okay, identify winner and identify the design. Ayan, so pag na-identify na natin yung winner, identify the design, di ba meron tayo dong after the designing is meron na tayong sizing. Yan. So guys, ano yung mga activities for sizing? So sabihin natin, ayan si JP. Si JP. Paano mo execute yung sa sizing?
Magpa-fill out ng forms.
Okay. So fill out forms for every Okay. Then yun lang naman yun, no? Or meron pa ba? Once you fill out yung forms for every IE section, okay, i-add na natin. Sabihin na natin, shift, collect, every forms. Okay. Okay, so let's now apply it to our project. So this one is yung ating sizing. Kaya nga dapat siguro, dapat Sir Jay, itong project management dapat at the start pa lang, no? Kasi di ba, you guys are also doing from fresh first year pa lang nag-aaral. Ay may mga projects na. So at least from there pa lang, alam niyo na kung paano plano, no? Ano ba yun? Ayan. So ito na nga yan. Okay. So let's now, ayan, later JP, no? So let's now apply first, no? Para mapakita na natin. So since we now have tong get local, yung canvassing natin, okay. Actually guys, this is one thing na gusto ko kay Power Project. So remove ko to. I think so naman gagana yan dito. If not, we can shift from, okay. So with Power Project, you can actually select it. So if you want, yeah. So for this one, no? So if I select, wait, kindly hold on. So from here, if I go from here, I can just simply copy and paste. Yeah, okay. So I can just simply copy and paste from here. Ayan, okay. If you notice, no? So nandyan na siya. Okay. So let's now put in some duration. So brainstorming, sabihin natin 1 day para mapagnilay-nilay nyo. Then selection of relevant theme based on, actually parang yun na rin yun, no? So ano na lang natin to? I-combine na lang natin. Brainstorm on, diba? On the selection of relevant. Okay. So pagdating dito, delete natin. So then announce a design contest to IE, identify winner. Okay. So yung fill out, okay, yung announce, sabihin natin 1 day, identify winner, 1 day lang naman. Then let's just say yung canvassing, yung pag-fill out ng form, okay, mababait naman yung IT kaya IE matatapos yun ng 1 day, di ba? Yan naman yung nangyayari sa totoong buhay. Then yung collection, sabihin natin 1 day. Okay? So, based dun sa ginawa nating WBS kanina, sabi natin, so, i-apply na lang natin via summarizing. No? So, ito, fill out forms is the sizing. Okay? Okay. Then, this team discussion ito. Sabi natin. Sabihin natin yung team discussion. Then, itong sa announcement, sabihin natin, it's part of the designing. And guys, dito kasi sa WBS natin, di ba, we would want to represent these 3 as part of the project details. So actually, you can just simply select these 3, then further summarize it. So, sabihin natin project details. Okay. So, let's just say collection of payments. So, medyo bilisan na natin. Collection of payments, then production of t-shirts. Sabihin natin ito is inventory of t-shirts, then distribution of t-shirts. Okay, so now since we have already this one, so sabihin natin this is the collection of payment, ito yung production of t-shirts. Then this one is inventory and distribution. So actually, that's how easy to utilize the Power Project, no? Kakat. Guys, ano no, tawag dito? I hope everyone is following, no? Sorry. Okay. Then distribution. Okay. Yan, okay. So and let's just say collection of payments, lahat ng IE mayayaman, kaya walang issue yung pagbabayad one day. Okay? Production of t-shirts dahil 300 yan. Okay. Let's just say according sa supplier, okay, tatakbo siya ng mga 5 days. Okay? Then sa inventory of t-shirt, let's just say 1 day. And distribution, dahil lahat ay disiplinado, walang gulo, so 1 day din natin yan matatabaho. So guys, from here, if you notice, no, it already created yung ating bar chart, di ba? I know you guys are familiar with Gantt chart. Okay. So yung bar chart is one na, no? It symbolizes yung duration natin with corresponding sa timeline natin. But of course, the next step is to apply yung ating logic, yung sequence. Actually, that's where yung scheduling really happens. Okay. So let's just say, okay, sabi nga natin, that's the first activity, canvassing. So once we have canvassed, we compare prices. Okay. So with Power Project, okay, we can just simply develop yung kanyang logic. And one more thing about Power Project, actually, especially in developing your project, best practice is to always utilize or use milestones. Okay. Have you heard of milestones, guys? Okay. So actually, we can add from here. Okay. So we can add from here. So punta tayo sa from here. Then siguro insert na lang tayo. Insert. Okay, it's fine. Insert bar. Okay. Then sabihin natin project start. Okay. And since this is a project start, let's make it as a milestone. Ayan. So if you notice, since milestone lang siya, it's a start, head start lang natin for the project. Okay. So mananotice nyo, I can simply drag and drop for the link, for the logic. So since we will start it this day, so ito yung magiging, okay, if everyone remember yung predecessor and successor natin, no? So at the start ng project is actually the start of looking for the supplier. Okay? Then after we look for supplier, the next activity is we compare prices. That's why, if you notice from here, yan, expand ko lang. Tapos, enlarge natin. Yan, para mas makita nyo, no? If you notice from here, I can just simply drag and drop. Okay. So, ang relationship natin is finish to start. So, after the canvassing, the quotation we receive, we then compare price. Then, let's just say after we, actually yung team discussion, di ba, it can also be done simultaneously with canvassing. Okay, so how do we do it? So of course, we can also attach it from the start, then drag dun sa ating brainstorming. Okay. Magagawa ba natin yung announcement ng design contest habang nagdi-discussion? Siyempre hindi, di ba? So magagawa lang natin pag natapos na. At ma-identify ba natin yung winner? Kung kasabay ng pag-announce, syempre hindi pa. So ma-identify lang pag natapos na din yan. So let's just say that's the relationship. Okay, how about yung fill out ng forms? Okay? Okay. I think so. Wala naman kasi itong connection dito sa designing. So I think so, while we are brainstorming, pwede na tayong magpakalap ng balita. Tama, no? Anyways, actually, I think so, once pwede din siya after we compare prices. So doon natin siya ilink. Okay, so after we compare prices, we then fill out yung forms. And mako-collect ba natin at the same time mag-fill out? So actually hindi. By any virtue, hindi yan mangyayari. Dapat ma-fill out muna. Okay? Itong maganda. Minsan ito nangyayari. Pwede ba tayo mag-collect ng payments kahit wala pa talaga yung wala pa talaga yung project? Siguro naman dito nangyayari sa IE, no? Walang ganong issue. So, sabihin natin, after we have collected every forms, we can now go to we can now select yung payment. Wala namang ganun, Sir Jabe, no? Yung nangolekta muna. Tapos tsaka nalang sasabihin anong project. Okay, of course, syempre, tsaka lang din tayo makakapag-proceed sa production once we have the payment. So guys, if you notice, that's really actually how easy it is, no? So to assign. And of course, the inventory comes and so on and so forth. Actually, there's a simplest way, a simpler way. So select nyo lang yan. Tapos from here, link task. So pag nilink mo, yan, automatically nag-link na siya, no? So pag ano natin, pag in-schedule natin siya. Okay, guys. So this is where actually all of the automation happens. Hindi na kayo calculate kung pina-calculate man kayo noon. So this time hindi na. Actually hindi na nangyayari yan sa project, no? Baka pagtawanan ka na lang sa opisina. Okay? So pipindutin niyo lang reschedule. So okay, F9. So once we click okay, see. It's already the system will calculate and identify the critical path for you. So pag tinanong ko, anong critical dyan? So the critical are those with red lines. See? So ano yung definition of critical path natin? So critical path is the longest path to complete. It's critical path is the longest duration of the activity and the shortest duration that we can complete the project. Okay? The longest path, I mean, of the activity, but the shortest duration to complete the project. Shortest kasi ito na yun, sagad na yun. Okay? So, not unless we apply certain techniques. So, ano yung mga certain techniques? Yun nga, yung we can crush some of the activities, but provided that it aligns to the logic of the system. Okay? So, guys, I hope, no, kung nakasabay kayo, nakapag-create din kayo ng schedule. Okay, so once we have already created schedule, always remember as well na if we created a project start, okay, dapat we also create project finished. Okay? Actually, there's a technique. Sa amin, when we create project finished, we don't do it at the end. Kasi pag ako yung boss ko hindi nagtitingin dyan. Gusto niya, ang tinitingnan niya, kailan niya mag-start, kailan niya mag-finish. So I created it always dito din sa taas. So project start, project finish. Yan lang kasi tinitingnan niya. Yan lang importante sa kanya. Okay, so let's just make it milestone. So I'll just put 0. Then, so this is what, ayan, di ba? Ganyan naman yan. So, I click ulit reschedule, then okay. So, pag yan naka-expand, yan lang, yan, di ba? Yan lang din yung gusto niyo makita. Ayoko niyan, bahala ka na dyan sa detalye. Ang gusto ko lang malaman, kailan niya mag-start, kailan niya matapos. O yan, sir. Start siya dito, March, matapos siya dito. Okay? So, that's actually now our project schedule. Schedule pa lang yan, no? So, ito yung mga duration natin. Kailan mag-start yung project? Sorry. Kailan mag-start yung project natin? March 24. Kailan siya mag-finish? Okay? It will finish on April 8. Okay? So, it will finish on April 8. So, kung nalilito kayo tingnan dito, okay, kasi nasa activity level. So, we can go up. Ayan. So yung ating whole program, okay, so we can change this one into, so from here, IE t-shirt, foundation t-shirt. IE foundation t-shirt. Ayan. So yung IE Foundation t-shirt will run for about 2 weeks and 1 day. So yung E, hindi yan ew, ha? Elapsed weeks. So yan yung elapsed weeks. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng elapsed weeks? No, yung weeks that will run for the project and 1 day. So it will start by, kung mag-start siya ng March 24, matapos siya ng April 8. Okay, nasa na yung ating schedule. Okay, so guys, this is actually now the schedule. Okay, so sir, nasa na yung mga pinag-create natin kanina? Okay, so now mag-a-assign na tayo. Okay, so siguro from this, okay, kaganin kasi we've just created, di ba, we've just created, ako lang, parang ako lang yung project. So sabihin natin, yan, mag-create na ako specifically, no? So siguro I'll just utilize, no? Guys, forbid me if I'll be using some of your names. So sabihin natin, okay, select tayo. So kunwari, join ko dito si Abigail. Ayan. Then, sino pa? Sabihin ko si Ada, taga-kolekta. Tapos si Angel, mukhang mabait to. Siya na lang yung taga-kuha ng sizing. Si RV, hindi naman to magtatakbo ng pera, no? O sige. Siya yung utusan ko. Utusan ko doon sa supplier. Okay, then total mukhang masipag si Jerome at saka si JP, o sila na lang yung mag-distribute. Okay. Since gusto ko rin silang color coded, so I can simply select yung color, no? Color nila. Okay. But yan. Ayan. Oy, cute pink. Okay, so this is how we assign resources. Diba? So katulad nito, sabihin natin, look for suppliers. For this one, I would be assigning, okay, so yan, okay. So baguhin na nga natin to. Sabihin natin, noise, IE, student council. Nice. Joke lang to guys, ha? Student council. Oo. At least naging student council kahit patapos na, no? So close. Ayan, okay. So sabihin ko, okay, ay si Abigail at saka si Ada, sila yung utusan ko na lang ayan, supplier. So get ng supplier, then pag nakuha na nila yung supplier, si Angel na lang yung mag-analyze. Okay. So, compare prices pala. Okay. Total, magaling naman mag-compare yan si Angel. Okay. Then, so sa brainstorming, ayan. So, ayan, sila din na lang. Kunwari, ayan, total best of friends sila. So, guys, actually, that's how we actually, simply assign to our program. Ayan, so this is a simpler look. So, if I would expand the activity, you would see it from here. So, expand na natin para makita nyo. Ayan. So again, I'll select them, then assign to the activity. So for the announcement ng ating IE contest, yan, ito si RV. Yan, taga-announce talaga to. So, ayan. So actually, that's how simple it is, no? To work with Power Project. And from here, you can simply see yung assignment. That's why WBS can also help you to communicate, 'di ba? Dito pa lang makikita, Abigail ha, naka-assign ka na. And if you are actually as well yung leader, 'di ba? You can simply identify din kung sino yung mga tao. So, sabihin natin, okay, bida talaga siya. So, siya na yung nagpresenta. Oh, nice. Okay, si Jerome. Okay, and sa collection of payments, actually, medyo nagdalawang isip ako. Ako na lang dito. Okay. Then, total masipag tong batang to. Si JP. Sign natin. Okay. So guys, from here, we can now say that our schedule is resource loaded. Resource in terms of what? Manpower. Okay. Guys, di ba kaganina we've actually also created yung ating consumable resource. So we can now access it from here. So from here, yan, t-shirt, paint, and t-shirts. Siyempre, lagay na natin sa production. Tanan. Okay. So you'll notice there are some over allocation. Actually, ganyan din katalino yung system. Na siya na yung nagsasabi na ay over allocated ka based dun sa availability nung tao mo. Okay. Why? Kasi tignan nyo pa lang dito eh. Yun, no? Ganyan kahusay si Jerome. Nasa iisang katauhan, dalawang activity yung ginagawa niya. Okay? So of course, paano mo makokorek yan? So makokorek mo yan pag nag-run ka na ng mga analysis. Okay? Actually, once we run again yung schedule natin, ayan, nakita nyo, no? Tumama na siya. Okay, so now that we have a resource loaded schedule, okay. So dito gumagana din yung pag nag-create tayo ng view, okay. So when we go here, resources, we want yung resource entry. Of course, syempre hindi natin makikita unless we select from here. So we select yung IE student and see the allocation of resources. Okay? So once we selected that, palakihin lang natin yung Gantt chart, yung ating histogram. Yan. And makita natin dito yung allocation. Okay, so walang dito. Let's select yung legend and close. And then from here, 707. From here, you can now see, no? So yung blue is actually the availability. The green, that's provide us kung ano yung consumed allocation nila. Okay? And red is actually over allocation. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, actually we do have here. So maybe there are some activities that happen simultaneously tapos same person yung na-assign natin. Okay? So ayan, we can also utilize yung dito. Stack histogram, no? Yung stack, 'di ba, ini-stack niya yung representation naman ng resources natin. Ayan, no? Based dun sa allocation. So same thing if you want to activate the legend. Okay. And here, okay, ito naman is yung resource usage in terms of time allocation. So kunwari, you want to further drill down. Yan kasi 'di ba, visually it just will just show you yung assignment. But here, anong na-notice nyo? Even the specific allotment of time. Okay, so kunwari kay Abigail, 16 hours yung hindi. No? Sabi naman 16. So 8 lang yung allotment natin. See? Nagbabago din siya. So that is actually how we utilize this one. Okay, si Ada, okay, 16 hours. Hindi naman siguro makatarungan yun. So 8 hours. Okay, so we call this actually the manpower loading. Okay, kasi we can simply identify here how each manpower are loaded to the project. So ito yung ating stack histogram of resources. This is our capacity planning. Okay? And ito yung ating resource loading. Actually, all in all, we can also identify all of this chart as the resource loading chart. Okay? So guys, just imagine if you're working on a production and your production has a number of staff or yung production worker. So you can actually also utilize this, no? Okay. So punta naman tayo dun sa cost. Yan. Okay. So we can view cost since we have added cost. Okay. Okay, hindi pa pala siya na-change. Guys, if we want to change it, actually, we just need to go over the library. So mabilis na lang to. So currency unit. Okay, create lang tayo new currency. Sabihin natin PHP. Okay. Then let's just build some of its properties. Lalo na to. PHP. Okay. Okay. Ayan. Okay. PHP. Okay. Ay, sorry. So pagdating doon, ang next step is, ayun, we move to the options. Sorry, mabilis na. Pero yan lang yun. So you go to file, then options. Then, under the format, view. So we select PHP. Okay, always display in amounts in this currency, then close. Okay, so once we go to the cost, okay, hindi siya nagbago. Okay. So let's just say from here, format. Okay. Okay. So guys, actually, these are already yung nitty-gritty details of the report. But don't worry. Yan. Ito kasi, no? So PHP, let's just say nga, magbabago, close. Okay. I see. So that will only apply to that one. Yan. Siguro we'll have. Yan. So let's just plan it out that way. But if you notice, no, we have now here the peso. So we just need to change it. In terms of the cost naman, actually this is also important because this will now show you yung cost allocation naman per specific activity. Okay, so you notice yung cost kasi mag-i-incur lang naman siya over the production. Pero actually, in reality, syempre may cost na rin dito kasi pag nag-canvas kayo, di ba? Meron na rin, tapos magme-merienda pa. Diba? Bawas yun sa project dapat. So from here, ayan. So makikita nyo yung allocation of cost. So if you want to be detailed, ayan. So sa payment, na 200. Hindi kasi nga pala, we've added standard rate sa akin. Ibig sabihin, pasahurin ako. Okay, yeah. So this is a labor cost. Yan, tama. So, di ba meron akong standard rate? Then sa production, since gumamit tayo ng production of t-shirt, di ba? Nag-incur tayo ng cost 20,000 for the t-shirt itself, then 10,000 for the t-shirt paint. Okay? So guys, actually it's very flexible talaga. So kung na-capture niyo yung tinuro ko, the creation of this one, di ba? Madali lang. Kasi it's just like you're filling up yung form. Tapos this one, add ka lang. Actually, there's another secret. You can simply just create bar from here. Yan, no? Okay. Then type in mo na kagad yung activities mo dito. Then just modify. Then also modify the start date. Start date lang. Kasi the rest, ma-activate naman siya pag nag-apply ka ng links. At ang link natin, hindi lang yan yung finish to start. No? It can be start to start, finish to finish, and you can even assign it at the mid. Okay? So once you schedule, nakikita nyo, di ba? So manotice nyo dito Saturday, kasi wala namang pasok yung Saturday. So you can just simply assign it to different day. Okay? So guys, actually this is how you set up schedule. I think so, no? Any questions? Would there be any questions? Siguro I can entertain 1 or 2 questions. So this is the schedule. Kung tatanungin niyo ako, sir, ano yung critical path dyan? Ito na yung critical path, yung red. Okay? Sir, paano sir yung code? Okay, yeah, I remember. Di ba we've utilized code? So dun sa code libraries natin, ito si supplier. So kung gusto nating ma-represent yung isa pang activity para madali lang siya makita, di ba? So we can just simply, sa production yun, di ba? Kunwari, itong production ng t-shirt, t-shirt supplier na. So drag and drop nyo lang. Ayan, kulay, red. So dun sa design, well, hindi naman kasi tayo nagpa-design supplier na kasi nga walang budget. Pero just in case lang, pwede natin din yung kulayan. Ayan o, pink. Oo, kasi pag pink, di ba, ikaw talaga nagpapagawa ng t-shirt mo. Kaya yan. So, yeah, I think so that would be all, no? In terms of utilizing the Power Project. Any more question, guys? Before I jump in dun sa magiging assessment natin. Yeah, anyone can raise your hand. No question? Lahat ba nakasunod?
I think Sir Jan, wala naman pong question.
Oo, kasi gutom na ata sila. Sabi na, haba pa yan pag nagtanong kayo. Wag na, please lang. Okay, so guys, let's jump in dun sa ating, ang tawag dito? Sa ating assessment. Okay. So sa ating assessment, remember on the first day that we met, parang ang drama nun, on the first day that we met. Okay, I'll be showing you again my my slides. Kasi mag-review tayo. Dahil joke lang, hindi mo yun, haba na. Ito. Okay. Ayan. Okay, gusto ko lang talaga ma-display yung picture ko dyan. Okay, so guys, di ba ang sabi ko sa inyo, one of the goal is for you to, number one, yan, learn the basics of Power Project. Okay? And I hope from that, you have learned. Okay? So, promise me na pag-aaralan nyo pa siya. Okay? Then the second, nasabi ko, is I want everyone will have this badge. Okay? So, pag nag-create kayo ng LinkedIn, I want you to be proud of yourself na you have that badge, no? Para makikita, well, sa akin be reflected. Pero you can actually display it on your profile. So kung kaya naman ng sikmura mo na ilagay siya sa Facebook, why not, di ba? Be proud. Okay. But, syempre, it has also some, antar dito, how po, paano, no? So, guys, I want everyone as part of our assessment to register on the kick-off program of PMI. Okay, so this is actually the link. I'll be sharing you the link, and I want everyone to register. And in registering here, you just need to create an account. And from there, you'll just need to take, actually, it's a very short, no? It's a very short project journey. And that project journey, you will be tasked to create a schedule. And the requirement actually that we have here would be the same requirement that I'll be requiring you. So kung ano yon, kung ano yung requirement na yon, malalaman nyo once you take this PMI kickoff. And at the end of this, once you complete this one, you'll be given the badge only if you complete it. Okay? So, I'll be sharing this link. Okay? Ayan. Talagang shinare yung Okay. So guys, I'll be sharing you the link for the www.kickoff.pmi.org, and I want everyone to create their account. So once you log in and create account here, you'll be directed to a journey to project management. Okay, following a waterfall methodology, and following that journey, you'll just need to have 45 minutes. O, di ba? 45 minutes lang yun. And there are some requirements that the same requirement that I will be requiring you. At the end of the journey, there is actually an assessment for you to create a schedule. And I want you to use Power Project in creating that schedule. Don't worry, it's not a hard schedule to do. Actually, pakitaan ko kayo nung ginagawa ko bago ko kayo harapin. So this is actually the schedule that I'm creating just a while ago. This is for a refinery plant, oil and gas. So it composes of a lot of system, right? Diba? So sisiw na lang sa inyo yan, lalo pa kayo na IE. So this is the WBS. Okay, by the way, this is Oracle Primavera. Different from the one that I shared with you. Yung pinakita ko is Power Project, no? This one is much colorful, kaya sabi ko ito yung mas ma-appreciate niyo. Diba? Ito, boring, puro numbers lang. Okay? So, I think so that's all. I want everyone to take this kickoff, and that will be part of the assessment. So whatever you create here, that is also the same thing that you will be presenting. Okay, in terms of presenting, I want everyone to have their picture along. Kung ma-achieve niyo yung ganito, thank you. I want everyone to provide their picture. Siguro dun sa part of presentation, no, na nandun na rin yung badge nyo. Okay. I do believe meron na silang mga leaders, Sir Jay. Sir JB?
Wala, sir.
Wala pang leader. Okay.
Opo, sila yung nagde-decide.
Okay. O sila na mag-decide. Okay. So, whoever, bahala na kayo, no? But I want everyone's participation in the presentation. So, gawin na lang natin siyang per group. But the kick-off, it is an individual activity actually, guys. No? Which is worth it naman because at the end of it, yun nga, you'll be getting the badge which you can have it use during your, actually guys, ang tag dito, di ba graduating na kayo, you will be creating your resume, you'll be creating your resume pa lang because this is the start of your journey. So you can utilize that badge, di ba? So I think so it will be an added points for you to every company that you will be applying for. Okay, pag nakita na nice, PMI kick-off. Tapos pag tinanong kayo, what is PMI? That masagot nyo, ha? Okay. So guys, any more question? Are you excited for the to take the PMI kick-off? So again, you just need to create an account. I didn't open it because I want it to be surprise to you. Don't worry, it's not, hindi siya tedious. Again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, you can do it within 45 minutes. Okay? Then the rest of the 15 minutes to complete the 1 hour, you'll just, nandun kasi yung instruction of what schedule you will create. Then create it here in Power Project. Okay? Ito namang Power Project, ito na yung per group because not everyone has it. But it would also be best kung lahat gagawin. Diba? Lahat gagawa pala, I mean. Okay? So, wala na talagang questions. Kahit isang question lang, just to check, knowledge check. Okay, so kung walang question,
Sir, meron.
good, go ahead. Sorry, hindi ko nakita.
Yung sa kick-off, hanggang kailan po yun?
Okay. Yung sa kick-off, paano hanggang kailan? Kasi syempre, ang assessment natin is, kailan ba? March 31. So, ngayon is 24. So, dapat itong period na to, dito niyo siya gagawin. Okay? Dapat pag humarap kayo ng March 31, hawak-hawak nyo na yung badge. Syempre, hindi nyo naman mahawakan, pero dapat nakadikit na dun sa picture nyo. Okay? Is that clear?
May problema pa po ako isa, sir. Yung sa kasi, yung Power Project po na app.
Oo.
Hindi po siya nagana sa akin. Bale, yung pagka-install ko po, expire na daw po kagad yung trial.
Expire na kagad yung trial? Never mo pa siyang na-installan before?
Opo, hindi pa po. Never pa po.
Baka na-detect
ko po.
Sige, okay. Sige, let me check on that. Siguro I'll look for another link tapos try to install it. So, Sir Jay, remind me kay Robbie. Okay. I'll look for another installer. Baka that one will work.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So guys, sa akin din. Okay, no worries. Sige. So everyone who has an issue just like with Robbie, okay? So si Sir JB na bahala, no? So just raise it to Sir JB para kay Sir JB ko na rin ipo-forward yung link. Okay? Okay. So if there are no other question na, sorry guys, nag-extend tayo ng 24 minutes but I hope you find it fruitful and enjoyable. And I think so that would be all, no? So, yep, Sir JB, I turn it to you.
Okay, sir. Yung gagawin nilang per group, ibibigay nyo lang din sa akin yung copy nung yung gagawin nilang per group.
Okay. Okay. Kasi nga, Sir Jay, okay. Actually, the per group is the project, okay, let me just show it again now. The instruction is actually within the PMI kickoff, but I can share it to you, Sir Jabe. But for them to find it out,
okay.
Yeah, they just need to log into this site.
Okay.
Okay. Pero don't
And
worry, Sir Jay. Siguro for your reference, alam ko naman baka dapat ma-validate nyo. Mamaya may mga iba akong tinuturo dito. Yun ba yan, Sir Jay?
Di naman sir. I'm expecting kasi lang nung ano, nung
Na
parang
merong
task,
handouts, na
yung task.
merong
Oo. Siguro ano, kasi di ko pa rin talaga, ay na-open ko na yung ano, yung mismong kick-off. Pero
okay.
siguro yung mismong laman ba ng kick-off, yun din yung ipe-present nila.
Yes, oo, Sir Jay.
Okay. So yun. Okay,
So
sige.
yung mismong laman, actually guys, no, there are instruction within the project kick-off, within the kick-off journey. Meron siyang mga instruction, and the overall learning outcome of that is for you to develop a project. Kung ano yung project na yun, nasa loob din actually ng kick-off. So meron ng project, so you just need to
Okay.
follow. Oo. Yung
Okay.
mga necessary documentations. Pero
Okay.
again, pag sinabi kong documentation, baka sabihin niyo ang dami. Hindi, actually. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, magagawa niyo within 45 minutes. Okay? But the
Wala
good thing
naman.
about it, ha?
Magtatanong si may nagtatanong sir kasi kung may time limit ba yung sa kick-off.
Okay.
Wala naman,
May
sir.
time. Oo. Wala naman, Army. Wala namang time limit.
Si open,
Open naman siya. Yeah, open time. Pero syempre wag ka magstay. Oo.
pero pwede din naman mag-stay.
Pero pwede din naman magstay, Army. Yeah, pwede naman. Oo. Okay. Pero guys, I'm very much excited na mag-take part kayo sa journey. Yung mga pinag-aralan natin, mas maiintindihan nyo pa dito.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin sir, yung magiging presentation sa next Thursday is that yung mismong laman ng kick-off, hindi yung laman ng PowerPoint. Tama po ba? Then parang ipa-process lang din nila. Then, ayun. Then, yung i-discuss nila.
Yes. Yes, actually. So yung magiging composition of your presentation is actually the output that you develop out from the kick-off, from the
Okay.
PMI kick-off. Okay, so yung i-present hindi yung experience.
Parang sir, they have the freedom to create their own presentation doon sa mismong paano nila i-present yung ginawa nila.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I'm very keen on presentation. I always look into na dapat maganda yung tinitignan ko. Which I think so naman, I have, parang I have managed to establish that stance with you guys. May ganon, di ba? Maganda naman yung mga pinakita ko. So I would just siguro leave it to you guys. I will rely on your judgment and creativity. Pero please mind that I'm also providing points on that. Kasi I always believe na pag nasa corporate na kayo or whatever company that you have, especially IE, you will be more prompt into presentation. Okay? And I do believe, tama Sir Jeff, no? You've experienced that sa corporate, sa industry.
Yeah.
Sir, ilan po ang i-represent? What do you mean by ilan? Actually, as just like what I said, yung within the kick-off kasi, there are list of output. So, okay, I'll give you an example. So for example, within the kick-off, at the end of it, you'll be developing a project charter. Okay?
Yes.
So, which project charter is part of developing a project? So, project charter, tapos meron pang mga other. So, of course, kung ano yung nandun, yun yung i-represent nyo. Okay? Because this is just like parang a simulation na. Ito is a simulation of what you will be doing in the real world, following the real concept and standard.
Okay. Sir, ibig sabihin po, per group, they have the same answer for a certain project.
Okay. A good question, Sir JB. The challenge about project management, not everyone follows the same rule. So, project management composed of common sense kasi. So, this is from here, we will see how they will view each every concept of project management based on how they understand it. And that's actually the real world. So sad to say guys, but this will really ang tawag dito, push you to think really. But again, this is really easy dahil project management is a common sense thing. So to answer your question, Sir GB, kung same ba sila ng answer, I don't know. Kasi kung iisa lang talaga sila I think so kung iisa sila ng naiisip, but not everyone is the same, I believe so. So same sila ng gagawin, probably same sila ng masasagot, pero when it comes to the interpretation, I believe everyone has a different view. So, bali
Sir.
bali, yeah. So, thank you Sir JB. No? So, pero sabi ni JB, bali individual po yung sa kick-off, then evaluate na lang po namin. Yes. However, since ang dami nyo as an individual, syempre, you need to collate it as a group pa rin. So, teamwork pa rin siya, JP. Okay? So, I will leave it to you kung sino yung leader. So, I believe so over the time na identified niyo na. Yep. So, walang time limit. Ilan ang i-present. Again, it's for you to find out kung ilan at kung paano nyo siya i-present. I leave it to you. As long as, actually, yun nga yun eh. So, we will know. We will know if you really gone through to the kick-off. Kung alam mo yung kung ano yung mga i-present. So individual siya, yes, take it individually because learning is individual. At the end of the day, you'll be looking for a job for yourself. So have it individual. Okay. So guys, yeah, I think so. Any more question? Yeah. But if there are no question na, I hope everyone is feeling excited. There are an ample time allotted to you. 24 to 31, that's roughly ilang days. So yeah, more than 6 days, no? Then weekends will pass. So you still have over the weekend. Siguro, yeah, I just want also to send that message that managing a project is a serious thing, but it could also be fun. Okay, so yeah, I think so that would be all, Sir Jay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Very
Thank
much
you.
excited. Okay, so guys, siguro lastly na lang, no? The points that I'll be providing actually will heavily rely on some certain criteria. Syempre, of course, the knowledge, the know-how. Second is yung presentability of how you present. And syempre, yung third is yung correctness. No? Syempre, yung tawag dito, talagang kasama yun. So tatlo lang yun. Yung correctness, presentability, that's how you present it well. Then, ayan nga, siguro yung knowledge, kasi doon natin matetest if you really understand it, no, the concept and the idea. Okay, so tatlo lang, knowledge, presentability, and correctness. Okay, so I think so
Okay
that
na.
is all.
Thank you, Sir Jan.
Okay, thank you everyone. No, I hope you enjoy talaga. Kain na tayo. Okay.
Thank you,
So,
Sir
thank you,
Jan.
bye.
Thank you, guys. And I hope you learned a lot from the project, Power Project na applications. And yun, so kindly do our task. And by Thursday next week, we have the presentation per group. Okay, then let's announce then on that day who is the best group. Okay, so thank you. And we can have our dinner na po. So bye-bye. Thank you po.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Salamat.
Po,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Bye.